Okay, hello, good evening, welcome. It's Friday. That means it's SaaS Friday because that's my favourite business model of all, SaaS. So I'm going to tell you about a rabbit hole. There's no rabbit involved, so you can relax. Um, but I went down a rabbit hole this week, so I thought I'd share that with you because it's quite important. Let's take that off. So, so if you've been following along, you know that I hate, kind of fake pricing tiers and limited feature sets that don't compute and features that should be included that aren't, that make force you up the ladder. So I wanted to do a kind of a per output pricing, but I went down a rabbit hole, which is the rabbit hole I'm talking about. So here's the thing. So I'm releasing anytime webinars soon. So I'm working on the pricing, and I wanted to have not just a 14-day trial or something. I wanted them to have real credits that lasted a sensible amount of time. So a year, really. So the idea is that this one-off price, or one-off yearly price, would let them run one or two webinars for a whole year. Okay, so that's worth having. It's not a huge amount of money. If they're interested in doing it, then they should just do it. But then I'm trying to justify that in terms of pricing for the monthly fees. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll give these single year credits, value, which was basically £10 each a year, which is just, each one is for one credit is for one webinar. And then I thought, well, so how do I do the monthlies? So then I'm thinking, let me make sure I'm going out. Yes, I am. And then I'm thinking, how do I do the monthlies? So, this is two for the whole year. And then I thought, well, this can be, I went through a lot of permutations, to be honest, but I ended up doing two, but every month. So they got two new ones every month. So if they did another month subscription, they got another two, which meant they had four. And I thought that was right. Then I had to give them a value. But then my monthly price was a lot lower than I wanted it to be. I actually wanted it to be, $37 a month. So that, caused me, an issue. And then it got even worse as I went up the thing, and I thought, well, they could have 5 credits a month. But then I'm thinking, well, what if they don't need 5 credits a month? That's going to make them go here. And although 5 credits this month is, probably what most people would do, and that's why it was the feature plan, because it's more than one a week, and in reality I don't know if people would do more than one a week. And then of course we have to do the bottom covering thing for corporates, so that there's a, if they want more than that, then they pay this. But again, I had to make it, because I'd kind of priced it because of the pay-as-you-go kind of thing. It had a very unique, per credit value. Then I thought, well, I'd rationalise that even more. All the features basically kind of stayed the same. Teams could be one of the things that that change, because that's the sort of thing that higher up people might want to do. So if you're just testing it, it's just for you. If you're a very small thing, you might have a couple of EAs or something. If you're a real company, you might have, a team of 10 you want on it. I'm trying to be very generous with the figures so that they don't feel as though they need to upgrade for anything. And then I thought, well, a corporate, 25 people using it's probably going to be, more than enough. And then I thought, well, how else can I limit it? So, I don't like doing it by traffic or anything like that, because I don't want people to feel limited. But on the other hand, I don't want the corporates to think that they can do whatever they like for $17 a month. So I thought I'd put some limit on, but I thought I'd make the limits, very high, so that, they wouldn't need to upgrade. And I did it yearly because, I don't want to say that if you go over a limit in 1 month, that's an issue. So I thought, the thing is basically for a year, or certainly for the pay-as-you-go, it's for a year. Let's just have a fixed number of views. They'll probably never hit. And if they do hit it, there is an excess charge, so it's never going to stop working. They can just pay the excess, or if they really don't want to, they can turn it off. But it would be a pro rata traffic usage, so it's nothing untoward. It's not some sort of rip off traffic fee. So that sort of covered the bases. But again, it just brought me back to the fact that this pricing, it was a bit cheap for me, and also it's weird doing 2 a month or 5 a month or whatever it is. So that's not really working. So it's hard to do, the pay-as-you-go one if this is happening. So I'm going to have to change this. So let's just go over here, I think, and where can we put it? Let's do it here. So let's just think how else I can do this. So I'm going to do that basically. So I do kind of want to price it yearly, versus monthly, because I want them to stay, for the year, obviously. And if they start it, they're not going to want to stop, after 1 month, because it means they've got a webinar out there which, was, even if it wasn't working, at least it's out there. Whereas if they end the membership, then it's not out there anymore. So I kind of wanted it to be a very, a very definite kind of, advantage. But then on the other hand, if I make it, I can't make it unlimited. Unlimited because somebody will take the Michael. That's why we have to have these limits for SaaSes at all, really. So that's an issue. So I'm thinking it through. That's why I'm stuttering, because I don't know. I don't know what the answer is yet. That's what we're going to work out now. So what do we do? So let me just put these things out here. So I'm going to start with the with the medium plan, because that's what a normal user would want, and then this is for people who aren't people who are cheapskates or whatever. And then we do need some sort of corporate package. Maybe actually it's even a developer package, that they can do it for clients, as well as corporate. Maybe that's the way I should be thinking about that. That's a good thought, actually. Anyway, so because they might want to run it for other people, maybe they want to make the videos or the webinars for them and then manage it on my platform. That'd be good. So that kind of makes sense. So let's just put this in. Let's get that at the top because that's going to be a nuisance. And let's make that those. Right, so so the first one is basically views. I don't think there's anything much wrong with what I put in the other one. I think they were generous limits. So 100,000 per annum. This is. See, I don't think anyone would ever hit that. I'd fill the other one in a minute. So that's one of the things. The other things weren't really limited, so that's not. Oh, teams is the other thing. So teams, that could be one. So this could be a team of one. So then basically what is the limitation? What is the capacity or the features that they get? So I do have one feature which is kind of semi-worth separating, which is list building. So if they want people to to offer people reminders, then that could be done on my platform. Maybe that's something that these people wouldn't get. So that would seem possibly an idea. And let's just make that. there. So I can't. So the point is, I can't really limit it by. You have to come up with all these weird things like unused credits roll over monthly. So that if they didn't do 5 in a month, they could do an extra 5 in the next. It just got very messy, really. So I wanted it to be per output pricing, but wasn't really working. So I don't really have a price for this. So this could be. Well, I might do it the other way around. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Maybe it doesn't matter if they're corporate or not, because there will just be a traffic limit on it, and then they can pay the excess, and that's really the only thing that I'm really worried about for the corporate is that if they abuse it, then they're using a lot of resources. So if they pay for the resources, then that's basically done. I don't need to be greedy about it or penalise them for being a corporate. I just need them to pay their way, really, basically. So it's just really on usage. So I think that would be possibly okay. Okay, but just doing it on capacity and teams, it seems a bit low. Anyway, so this was 250,000 and then 1 million. Okay, and then if they've got 10 clients, and 1 million is only 10, 100,000 accounts each, so it's not super huge, is it? So I think I'll stick with the figures I had. So teams of 1, 3, and 5. That's all right. I know I've copied a mistake there. So we don't know if it's going to be what we're going to limit yet. So let's put a reminder. Yes, maybe this is a no. There's no real reason why they shouldn't have it, really. So how do we segregate these, just other than on views? So it could be the number of shows. I think I want to give everybody the list building, and nothing else is really not included. Could be on the training. It could be on the training. But again, the people at the bottom of the ladder probably need the training the most. So again, that's not really. So I want them to have that. Anybody who wants it could upgrade. There's no real reason to bundle it with, with the bigger packages. So how do we segregate these? Do we even need to segregate them? That's another thought. We could just have one package and then just upgrade whatever they need. But the teams is a real thing. I suppose that's right. I'm not sure if. But it just give them instant scale, so I guess that's okay. So the question is still, how do we segregate these things? So, do I want to put a limit on the number of webinars? Not really. Let's just think how. What do I want the people who use it more to do? What do they need to do? Well, I suppose one feature, but again, you see, they could just pay for it if they want it. But yeah, the directory listings, those people could get it. And then these people could, just pay optional. So they don't have to, if they want to pay the money, they can, do it. But then if they want to do it, then maybe they should upgrade to the bigger plan. So, so I think this will be 97, because that's basically a grand a year. If I do a 2-month discount and all that kind of stuff, which is quite a lot of stuff really. For that, and if they're running teams, and if they're running teams, then they've got people, which means they've got wages. If they've got paying wages, then in theory they can afford $97 a month. If they're a one-man band, then they probably don't need to do that. But have a per VA add-on. So again, I just don't want to limit anybody from anything. But if they want it, they can top up, and if it's more than the Pro plan, then they can just go to the Pro plan. So I'm not going to make that decision for them, I don't think. Maybe this isn't. Maybe they get clients. So they can see their own stats and run their own shows and all that sort of stuff. But that again, that's kind of going to make it a white label thing, isn't it? Difficult. Okay. Yeah, but maybe it is a white label thing. How much is it going to be? 297ish, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they're making a business out of this, 297 a month, in which case they could have clients. So they may have teams, and then the client login would be actually another feature. And then maybe white label would be optional, because there'd be rebranding and everything, which is always going to be to and fro kind of stuff. So it's probably 1,500 quid one time if they want that. Okay, so oops. All right, no client login. This would be the same. Oops. I spelled that wrong the other one, did I? Yeah, I did. Brilliant. It's great when you copy something with a mistake in it, because the mistake copies as well. So, what else do I need to do? Do I need to do a limit on the number of shows? So even if they did 5 shows a day, it's still only going to be 3,500 shows. So I'm not going to say unlimited, but it could be that. And then this could be that they're going to do no more than 1 a day, but I won't make it daily. But so that would be basically 360 shows. It's a weird number in it, but anyway. A few extra. Yeah, maybe. So it could be that. And then this something in between actually. What am I talking about today? It's per year really. I guess it's got to be 160 shows per year per user. Okay, so or per client, I should say. Yeah, that would do. So it's let's just make it 400. Let's not make it 500. So that's 10 a week. So that should be enough for any client, I'd have thought. Let's make that fit. Okay. So that's more limit than we have, but less than the limit if they sign up directly. So that seems fair enough. I think also we'll publicly advertise it at 79, but do discount coupons down to that, because then otherwise we're setting the market price for the white label people. Don't really want to do that. And we can make it $197 per month. So we can give them a 50% coupon when that one's about 50% as well. So that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Okay, so I'm just thinking if that's enough. I think it is. And then these people are obviously going to get that as well if they want it. Probably not as important to them. That's actually going to lead to complications with this. And then that wouldn't be white label. So actually, strange enough, that's going to be not. Because it's not white label, mainly. But we could do them, the traffic packages, which is basically, the same as the directory, except it's only for their shows rather than for everybody's, everybody's show in the directory, or is on the directory. So that's that. So I don't think I should restrict the list building. I don't think I should restrict the training. They can get optional show directories if they want. They can get excess views, so there's no worry about that, and they won't reach that until the end of the year anyway. And they could add on one VA if they wanted to. I need to price these up, but that'd be okay. As I say, we'll advertise it at 79 and then discount it internally to 39 if they attend the webinar or something like that. So that gives us some show specials. If they go to the site without going to the show special, then they will pay the 79, which makes it a good price for one-off sign-up people. Yeah, and I think this will be 497. So that gives us a lot of room to play with there, really. Yeah, I quite like that. Maybe I'll just put the price of the second one on all of them. Yeah, so that seems simpler, doesn't it? So there's more views than they'll ever need. There's really no more shows than they'll ever need, but there is a limit. They don't get the clients login because they're not allowed to resell it or be white label or anything. I am giving them all of the features except for the directory listing, and anything that we've missed out they can buy as an add-on, but it will be more expensive than the price for the Pro plan. Will add up to more than the price of the Pro plan, because these people get that and they get, the excess views doesn't really count, and they get the VAs already. So if the difference there is about $60, then the VA login is probably 10. The views are pro rata, so that would be well, I'll give them some of the cheap rate. Oh no, maybe I won't. I don't know. Let's see. 79 for 100,000, which is, I think, very cheap probably. So that's all right. So they can buy anything they're missing, and it'll be more than that. So that's what that one is. That's $10 per month, and the show directory listing. So this is 60, but they get 3, so that's 30. So that's $30 per month. So if they did 30 and 40, and that 40, 50, 60, 79, so that's not really enough. So we make that 20, which is just a bit less than having another account, and obviously they get the convenience of it being in one account, so that seems okay. And then maybe the team members are 20 each again. So that would be, if they did the whole level of the next one, that would be 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 plus the 40 is about 120. It's 119, which is more than the 97. So that's right. It's not cheaper than the full price though. But 20, 40, 60 plus 79 is 139. Doesn't think that up to the 197, does it? Oh, but then more shows. Hang on, we've got one missing, haven't we? Some more shows. That could be super expensive, because then that should be the reason why they go to the next plan. If they need more shows than that, then they're really crushing it, to be honest. So it's 10 times the shows. Depends how we want to graduate that, really, but we could just make it $5 a show or something. So obviously if they wanted, the extra 3,000 shows, then that would be a ridiculous amount of money. 15,000. So obviously they should pay the the other thing. But that's where the value of the Pro package is coming in. So that makes sense actually. Yeah, so I think that's okay. So they get 10 times the shows than that. Most people never ever even use the 360, but that's that's the way people think. They get all the features except the directory. They can probably go on the directory, but then that obviously takes them up nearer to 99, half the price, but still okay. Yeah, there isn't any extra show listing, so these people don't need the upgrade. Again, the excuse me, the per VA add-on, if they need more than what they've got there, an extra £20 a month. So that's fair enough. I don't think they need more shows. That'd be crazy. Excess views is going to be basically the same. Why is that going to be £20 different? No, because I can't charge them more than that, because this price includes all these other features as well, isn't it? It's not just a traffic price. So that is the traffic price. Yeah, so that's the traffic price. And these people would have the same opportunities to upgrade. Okay, so I think that's a lot simpler and a lot better. So the only remaining problem I've got then is how do we get people to do... I suppose there we go, because this is 360 shows per year if they're paying monthly. And if they're doing the one-time thing, sort of pay as you go, they're only getting 3 shows. So... it's 2, isn't it? Yeah, 2 shows, 2 or 3. So yeah, one time. I haven't really got anywhere to put that, but anyway, yeah, they're basically going to get this, except that's going to be 2 or 3 shows. They probably won't get the training. They certainly won't get the thing. Now, whether they get these options or not, that's another question. I think they have to have the excess views. I suppose they should be able to get in the directory. So we might make that. I guess £5 a show. Yeah, they could. So they want 10 shows. That's another 50 for the year. Yeah, but they're not going to get the training and the other things, so that's okay. So I haven't got room to put that in, so how am I going to do that? Let me just do that or something. And let's get rid of... Actually, I'll just get rid of that one. Nope. Come on. There we go. So I need to put those, but I need that one. Let me just move that out of the way. Let's move that one over there. Oops. Let's move that back to there. Right. So rather than a trial, it's a it's effectively a 1 year sample, really, to be honest. So this is going to be what did we say? 20? Yeah, something like, well, we'll make it $19 per annum. But they're only going to get 2 to 3 shows. I'll make it 3, let's be generous. I don't think they should get, I don't get that. Let's just put the whole thing in here. Accessories they have to have, I don't think they should be able to have VAs for a 3 show account, to be honest. I have to give them that, really, because that's how they're going to experience if they want more of it, really. So I think those features have to stay in. So the main limitation is, the 3 shows per year. No client login. Obviously, that should be a team of 1. And we'll take the views down to 50,000 so that the excess comes in sooner. So that seems pretty good. So 1 year sampler, $19. Just try it. You get it for a whole year. If you're not prepared, $19 to get 3 shows for a whole year, then don't do it. That gives them something to upgrade to, because they get all of that now. Or they can jump to the next tier. They still won't get that, and they still get that, but they get way more shows. So if they upgrade, they get way more shows. And there we go. So again, I think they need the training. I can't really warrant not giving them the list building, because that's the point of it. That's how they'll know that it's that they like it and that it's working. Maybe there should be 2, but then it kind of flows quite nicely there. Otherwise, there's not much reason to go from there to there, other than the more shows and the show directory listing. Again, everybody gets that. And that's it, really. And we'll just put advanced training add-on, which they'll all get. So I'm not gonna give the training away, the advanced training, to anybody. I don't think they can all pay for it. I think they can all pay for it. That didn't format very nicely on here, but anyway, that's basically that. And put that there. And again, I certainly want these people to be able to get that. So there we go. So that works that out. It's $19. That's good. They get 3 shows for a year. They get all of the features. It's probably more traffic than they'll ever need. They don't get the directory listing, but then they're just tinkering. If they commit monthly, then they get the show directory. Oh no, they don't. They still don't get the show directories. They can get it optional, but they get way more shows and double the traffic. And then if they go from that to the Pro, then they get more views than they'll probably ever need. A team of 3, so now they can start using VAs and stuff. But if they've got teams, as I say, they should have money. They can't resell it at this level, because that would be the next level. Loads more shows, all the features, and they can add on whatever they need to. And they do get into the show directory. And they could do that for $39 per month. What am I doing? Per month. If they go to the client one, then they get all of that. They get all of this basically, but they get 5 teams. They get 500 shows per client per year. They get all the features again. They don't get the directory because it's not white label. So that's weird, but that's actually the way it should work, I think. Because that's probably what they're going to do for their customers. They can get all this extra stuff, and if they want the white label branding, then 1,500 quid. Something like that, 2000. I don't really want anybody to do it. 2001 time. Because then they're running it as their own platform, basically. And to be honest, we might even put it on their own server for the year. So, yeah, I think we should actually. So we'd actually, clone it basically, and then rebrand it. So the 2000 a year will cover the server costs, and also, then it's there so they can hammer it as much as they want because it's only their own clients they're affecting. So, that's a neat way of doing it without giving them the code, I think. And we'd maintain the server obviously. I think that works pretty well. It's certainly a lot simpler than the per show pricing, which was hard to set the price of, and as I say, it worked out less than I wanted, and doing it, increasing it monthly was just too odd, really. I think what we've come up with here is better. But it does meet my criteria because there are no silly limits really. I mean, even if you're signing up for the trial, although the trial's not free, it's only $19. But this is a super workable system. It's a lot of traffic. It should be a team of one. It shouldn't be that you have a VA if you're working at this level for $90 a year. They get all of the features. Okay, they get the list building and the micro training. They don't get in the directory, so they've got to get their own traffic. But again, they're not really paying enough to get it, and they've only got 3 shows, so they should be promoting that internally. If they're serious about it, then they go monthly. They get double the views. They get 10 times the shows, basically, 100 times the shows. They still get all the features. They still don't get the show directory listings, but they can, everybody can upgrade if they want that per month. Excess views, if they do manage to meet the target, it's pro rata basically, so it's right there. And if they want more shows, again, I'm not doing it so they run out really, but if they do want more shows, they can. These people should never hit the limit. Obviously, these people may want more shows, but that is per month. I think so. I can't really do. No, I mean, if they want the exact same value, then they can just buy another one of these and have a different login. It's not my problem. But if they want more shows, then $5 a month they can have it. So that seems fair enough. So as I say, this is super amount of traffic. More shows than they probably need. All the features, nothing really limiting there. Anything that is possible to wear out, they can just add on at a pro rata rate. So that's all right. If they want to develop a client account, which is probably pretty much the only reason I can think of how they would even do more shows than this per year. So if they have clients, then every client can have more than they would get if they signed up with us directly. So that makes them a VAR that offers value straight away. It means we won't sell these, but then we're really aiming to sell those anyway. All the features, it's not white label, and because they won't be on the show directory, but they could if they want to, I guess. Because it's not white label, it wouldn't make sense for us to be promoting their clients' thing really. So they should be promoting it because they're running it like their own channel, really, aren't they? Effectively, if you're a local consultant, you'd probably sell it for per area. So you'd be Boston's webinar circuit, and you'd sell these auto webinars to all the businesses in Boston. So then they would be sending their own traffic to it because obviously they're only looking for Boston traffic. So it actually makes more sense that it's not included in that one, because that is really a kind of a independent go it alone thing. And then if they want to go white label, we would clone the server and do the art, what should we say, integrate the art, if that's the word, and give them their own server. And then we won't care if they oversell it or whatever. It's up to them. And then they can make as much money as they want out of it. If they have 100 clients, if they charge what we do, that's almost $4,000 a month. So that is almost $50,000 a year. And they're only paying $297 a month for that. And that's just with 100 clients. So that and at those prices, they can charge more, because we don't offer that package anyway. So they're already offering more than we do, and they can make the videos or whatever, or do the other marketing, or whatever else they want to do. So that's it. I think that's it. I think we've solved that one. That feels a lot better, and that's helped me out because I know what pricing to put in that page now. So there we go. So have a fantastic weekend, and I don't know what we're going to do about Christmas. It might be that I don't do any more shows now until the new year. I'm still pondering about that, so wait for the update. But if I am going to do more this year, then I'll see you Monday. If I'm not, then I'll see you next year. Talk to you then. If you miss any shows, they'll be in the paid vault. It's worth getting the paid vault. You get all the shows, past, present, future, plus some things that you can't get anywhere else, like the no-file marketing, and private shows if you request them. If enough people request them, we'll do private shows on other topics. So you get all of that if you join the paid vault. Which is at, I did put the slide in, click.com/BuickShow. Show. And if you put in the coupon Buick Show, you will get a lifetime discount. You'll be grandfathered in at that price, and you'll save a shed load of money. So if you want all of that, go to click.com/Buick Show. So see you then. And don't forget to put the coupon Buick Show. See you then. I'll let you know whether we're doing more this year or not. And I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.